What's up, guys? So today we're gonna have Abraham react to how DudePerfect makes $22 million a year by Noah Kagan. So $22 million a year.
Wow.
Got your attention?
Yeah. Big time.
So these guys are pretty much a group of 4 friends that have been friends for like the longest time, like decades. And they do trick shots, and they started doing like trick shots in their backyard, and they turned it into, you know, a huge 8-figure a year business. They have a huge team behind them, and they make a ton of money. So let's check them out and see what Noah Kagan has to say.
Up to a couple of months ago, I have never heard of DudePerfect. It is 5 guys on YouTube who do crazy battles, trick shots, and skits for a teenage audience. They're basically the Nickelodeon channel on YouTube. And it turns out they are the 14th biggest channel in the world.
So that includes everything.
Yeah, everyone.
On YouTube.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, like even like Sony's or
Number 14.
yeah, they're 14.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
How are these dudes making their millions? So last year, DudePerfect partnered up with the Serious Bean Company to create their very own bean product. Let's check it out.
So we get a ton of emails with different opportunities, and sure enough, a bean company, Serious Bean Co., came through and hooked us up with an opportunity to make our own bean.
When we were approached by them, we said, yeah, you guys handle making the beans. We'll help taste them. We'll help decide something that fits, you know, with what we think our audience will like. And, you know, we'll help you come up with the marketing because that's what we're good at.
So these beans, right? What was I gonna ask?
so these beans, right? Yep, you're right.
I was about to ask them. I had it all thought out.
Not well enough.
Oh my God. This is what I was gonna ask. So these beans, are they in like stores? I've never seen them.
I've never seen them either. I didn't even know they had beans.
Yeah, I've never seen them in a store.
So we're planning to react to a whole bunch of influencers' products.
Yeah.
So we'll go in and throw these beans there. I know that they sell them online because I know I can buy them. So we'll try them.
How much are they actually making from selling cans at $15 for a 6-pack? We're gonna assume about 1% of the subscribers buy 1 pack of their beans every year. That may even be on the high side or potentially low. We think they get around a 30% cut on every single one of these sales. These guys, which is unbelievable, have 54,800,000 subscribare.
54,800,000 subscribers. I don't know when this was made, so they probably have more.
Yeah.
But like, how many people have more? Are they like number 14 as far as subscribers?
Yeah, I think so.
And a lot of the channels that have more aren't real like YouTube channels. They're just like, they could be big companies.
They're not individuals. They're like companies like Sony's and, you know, for movie releases or T-Series, which is like Indian pop culture and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're probably way higher than 14 if you just look at just individual.
Genuine YouTubers, yeah.
Wow.
They're probably making somewhere between $1 to $3 million a year. Next up, DudePerfect made a mobile game. In 2015, they partnered to create their own game, and people are seriously playing it. On the Google Play Store alone, it has over 437,000 reviews, and apparently we found out that the app has been downloaded over 43 million times. One of the smartest things they did, again, just like the bean example we talked about, is they partnered up with experts. Specifically this time, they used a company called Miniclip, who handled all of the game development. And guess what DudePerfect did? The marketing.
So obviously they're really good at marketing. That's how they blew up.
Yeah.
Do you know what type of marketing they did? Just talking about it on their YouTube?
Yes.
So just talking about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else they need to do.
Right. Imagine just having 54 million people that are loyal to you. Like they'll buy whatever the they put their names in front of.
And if they have 54,000 million subscribers, I mean, I'm sure they get a lot of times way more people than that even watch the channel.
Oh, 100%. There's hundreds of millions of views on some videos.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people out there that have, you know, 400,000 subscribers, but they get like 5 million views, like 3 million views.
Yep.
So that's crazy.
100%.
How much are they actually making from this game? We're gonna assume about 1% of the players, that's what you see in a lot of these games, spend around $5 to unlock some of the premium features. Maybe it's a new ball, maybe it's a character. And we're gonna assume that they split around 50-50 with their partner, miniclip.com. So let's do the math. That's 43 million downloads. About 1% are probably buying some type of purchase, around $5 per purchase, and they get around 50% of each transaction. So it looks like they're making somewhere around $1 million total from the app that's been downloaded.
So I see there's 5 people in this DudePerfect. Are all 5 of them good? Like, do they all make shots, or there's like 1 or 2 that are better than the rest?
No, I think they all make some shots. I've seen them all make something for sure, but I don't know if like one makes it way more than the rest. Really? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, because I never heard of them before, but like now that you mention it, I have seen like just pop up videos on my phone, probably on YouTube, where someone's like standing on a tall bridge and throws it down and makes a shot. Yeah. So that's probably them.
It's 100%.
It's gotta be them.
Yeah.
Some of the times I've seen it, I'm like, oh, that's not real. This is all real.
It's all real.
That's insane, because they'll go like to the top of like a basketball stadium and then throw some crazy shot. That's them.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
They have like a ton of world records, like a ton.
Oh,
They don't have the guys come out there and just look at them do what they were gonna do anyways.
You think, are they good friends with any like, really popular NBA players?
Yeah. So they bring on guests all the time. They'll bring in like professional football players, professional basketball players. I'm not sure who they've done it with, but I know like there's a ton. They always collaborate with people.
What's crazy is they probably make more money than most NBA players.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
So live events, this is one of the ones I love because it's one you're not as familiar with, and this is some of the biggest ways that these guys are making money. So this is actually one of the big money makers, and it looks like they have around 25 venues in 2021 coming up, and tickets start from $25 all the way up to $7,000. And it's amazing. These guys are filling out arenas between 15 and 25,000 seats.
So they do at least 25 a year. That means they're like every other week they're doing a venue.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a lot on the road.
Next one up is brand deals. Here's one area that DudePerfect guys extremely excel in, and one of the reasons is because they have an incredible business manager, Redo Share, a good buddy of mine who's also been on our show, and he manages Mr. Beast.
So this guy that is an agent, he just goes out and finds YouTubers to like basically...
They're managers.
They're managers.
Yeah, he manages them. Like he basically gets their brand deals, which I didn't realize they have the same one as Mr. Beast.
That's crazy.
So that guy must be really rich, probably richer than both of them.
Yeah, well, I wonder how that guy started. Like, how'd he get like all these big people?
I've never heard of that guy.
Huh.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
Brands like Hasbro, Bass Pro Shop, Marvel. I mean, these are mega companies, and 1 out of every 2 of their videos are sponsored, which isn't very common. Most channels don't have the bandwidth to find advertisers at their scale. They are also masters at integrating these companies' products into their videos in a very natural way. Let's check one of them out.
We're DudePerfect. Welcome to Nerf Fortnite Blasters Battle. Here we go!
I mean, these guys are probably having a blast. Like,
Yeah.
They probably are just living life, having fun. This is like the funnest shit you can do.
Yeah. No, they seem like that too. They carry that energy about them. You know?
This would be a cool little gig.
So how much do we actually think they're making from all these brand deals? With the size of their channel, which is over 54 million people at the time of this video, their average video gets between 50 to 25 million views. We're estimating they get paid around $60,000 per sponsored video. So let's do some math. About 1 out of every 2 of their videos gets a brand deal, and it looks like they do around 3 videos a month. So they make around 1.5 sponsored videos per month on average, and at a $60,000 clip, looks like they're making around $90,000 a month.
Yeah.
That seems super low to me.
I know.
I know, and Mr. Beast has come out and said it. Per brand deal, he makes approximately $3 million per every time he says like a minute ad. These guys are making full videos for these people, not just a 30-second clip. Like they're making a full video based around Bass Pro Shopper, and they have half the subscribers of Mr. Beast. And I'm not sure if the math works that way, where you could just be like, oh, half the people, you know, half the cost of the advertisement. But like 60,000 is just so off of what I know.
Yeah, that's right. I would, based on Mr. Beast. But the Mr. Beast has the same demographics as them, right?
Yeah,
very
kids.
similar.
Yeah, I'd say super similar.
Yeah.
I'd guess. I mean, I don't know that for a fact,
Yeah.
but
$0.08 million a year just from brand deals. I actually think this is extremely conservative for the brands and the distribution actually.
He just said that. He's like, yeah, I think this number is really conservative. I think it's super
conservative. Yeah.
Next up is the merchandise. So DudePerfect also sells their own merch. Really fascinating is that they're targeting a younger audience. So hats, shirts, jerseys, basketballs. I actually really like the basketball idea. It's very on brand for these guys and a lot of the trick shots that they're doing. I'm almost kind of surprised that they don't have more like gear, like footballs, and here's like a basketball rim or other things you can do to make your own trick shots at home. It seems like a really great opportunity for them. And what's interesting about it, that these guys are actually making their own merch. They're not using a third party. There's no middleman or woman. And it looks like it's really, really high quality products.
Yeah, and I saw like in the last video, they were doing ping pong, and then I saw they were doing obviously basketball is their main thing.
Right.
But they do so many different things. I just saw they crazy Nerf gun stuff. This, that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have to be good at everything. Like you can't just be good at basketball.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could go and find people that are incredible at basketball.
Right.
But they might not be good at
football or
soccer or football. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy too? They do these videos that are like trick shots with normal. They'll take like a pen and then like flip it into like a little like air hole of a basketball, like that you couldn't even be good at. Like you just have to practice.
Let's check out their yearly revenue summary. Selling beans, we're gonna estimate $2.4 million a year. Their mobile app, $1.075 million. Live events, $7.5 million. I really like that one. I think that's interesting for a lot of people to consider. Television, $3.75 million a year. Brand deals, over $1 million a year. Merchandise or t-shirts and so forth, over $1.6 million a year. And just from YouTube ads, which YouTube does all the work for them, $4.8 million a year for a total yearly revenue of $22,315,000.
I mean, it's crazy how much the beans are.
Yeah.
Like all the numbers I get, that's a lot of money for selling beans. Like, to me, I don't know. Wow.
Dollars a year. And quick disclaimer about that. This is revenue, not profit. It doesn't take into account their cost, their team, their building, or anything like that. And as well, there are dudes, so they have to split this money up 5 ways. So, you know, they're only making around $4 million a year, we're estimating, per person.
And that's also before, you know, their expenses. Their expenses has got to be some percentage. I mean, I don't know if it's 10%, 20, 30%.
Yeah.
But let's just say it's 30%. So let's say they're making 15 million after whatever. Then they still got to pay taxes on it. So now you're down to 10 million.
Right.
Now they're splitting it 5 ways. They're down to, so they're making 2 million a year. I mean, 2 million a year is great.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, this guy is like, killing it.
I mean, you know, Noah's like estimating all these things.
Yeah.
Based off of everything I've heard from anyone that's remotely near their size, I think he's dramatically undervaluing this revenue.
I think so too.
So think about this, right? He said 2.46 million from selling beans and 1.08 million from brand deals.
Brand deals gotta be way more.
And then merchandise sales even 2.46 million for beans. Only 1.64 million from merchandise.
That's why beans blew my mind. I'm like, compared to everything else, beans is just such a big amount.
I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine it being at that low. This was made, I think, let's see how many months
2020.
ago. 2020, all right. So
Yeah,
like
2020.
all right, so, you know, a year and some ago, they just announced about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, they are making $100 million theme park. And it's basically going to be like it's going to have a museum, 2 acres of outdoor, like, you know, sports space that people can go to and do all these trick shots for themselves.
I'm definitely going to it. My kids are going to, I mean.
It's a replica of their videos.
It would be fun as
and they're giving access to everyone. It also works as their corporate headquarters. They'll have a 330-foot trick shot tower. So it's not guaranteed yet, but I mean, $100 million theme park, like it looks super nice. They showed renderings. I mean, that's not small money. I couldn't imagine. You know,
well, they probably have a crazy amount of backers.
I'm sure.
You know,
yeah.
It'll be the coolest thing. You know, people are gonna go.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like multiple times this.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if it's 5 times this. I really wouldn't be surprised.
5 times?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, they're that 14th biggest. I mean, that's huge.
I know, yeah. I mean, there's definitely smaller YouTubers that make that amount, and they have a lot of revenue. So my thing that I'm confused by is like I understand if like a channel this big only does one thing, it's like their AdSense and their merchandise. They have like 10 things that they do. You know, it's like how could they only make that much?
Yeah.
So
I agree.
But they seem like super smart guys. Their content's super entertaining, and like they also just seem genuine. Like they enjoy every single thing that they do.
Like I said, I never knew who they were, but I have seen some of their videos. I didn't know I was watching them.
Right.
But now it all makes sense. Now it all put together, and those videos are super cool. I didn't realize when I was watching them before, like here or there, when they would just come across my feed.
Yeah.
How big they were and what they are. But
Right.
wow, this is eye opening.
This is also another example of people that were first to market. Again, like we say this almost every video now that we do a YouTuber, but it's true. They've been doing this for decades, and
The first ones to do trick shots.
Exactly, and
they have the coolest bet. And as they got bigger, they were just able to do cooler and cooler trick shots.
Right, and spend more money on their videos and everything. No, I think this was a really cool video. I think now next time you see a trick shot video, you'll be like, damn, I know them.
Yeah, I will 100%. I'll know who it is.
And you know what? Once they launch that theme park, we'll make a whole video of us going to it. And
yeah.
All right, guys. If you guys like this video, like, subscribe, and comment, and do not forget to hit that post notification bell.
Let us know what other people, I need to get more comments, guys. What other videos do you want to see me react to? And what other videos do you want to see me make? How to be successful in what? Real estate, money. What specifically do you want to see me make? And that's what I'm going to make next.